I coded Friday Night Funkin', so I have to play on both sides. This means I have to hit my arrows and the opponent's arrows, making the game twice as hard. Will I beat Friday Night Funkin' or will I lose? So the first song is a tutorial where I get to first experience playing on both sides. And it was pretty easy except the 46% accuracy, don't talk about that. You know the challenge is hard when you mess up the tutorial. Right at the beatbox part, losing that much health shouldn't even be possible. Now Dad Battle should have been hard but was working. And I played Dad Battle at least 50 times, but I still missed 20 notes. Next, getting a whole workout during this section. South was easy. I felt so cool doing this section. Just look at me go at it. Lemon Man was also easy, except the doubles. The doubles just make my brain melt. Like 2 notes is too much. Or maybe turn her into I don't know why, but week 2, the songs are just ordered from hardest to easiest. Next is week 3, and because I think difficult, not because there were too many notes, but because of this one section. Pico and BF are singing at the same time. This means I have to read 8 notes. Like playing on both sides was already not as hard. But there is a technique to read all 8 notes. And that technique is called button mashing. Now there's a strategy to button mashing because you're not going to be button mashing the whole time. The strategy is to button mash with one hand and then hit the notes with the other hand. So all you have to do is read 4 notes, which I can do. That's how the game was built. Even with this strategy, I had to take many attempts to beat this section. And here's me beating this section with button mashing. Philly and Blame were easy, but it was still super scary to play because of the damage being doubled. There are parts where I get way too close to dying. Mommy, Mears, and BF sing at the same time in all of these songs, so you already know there's gonna be a lot of button mashing. Just look at this section. The only part I didn't button mash was probably this section where there were 8 notes, so I don't even know how I read that. Dying to this ending, like why are there so many notes here? This song is 1.5 minutes. Oh my god. Kinda cheated on it. I also played MILF to test out the input system. I promise I only cheated on 2 songs. Guys, I promise I only cheated on 2 songs. I found this circle skin while coding for this mod. I wanted to turn it on for week 5, but damn, this skin is ugly. Like the notes are too big and you can't even see the background. Anyways, week 5. Week 5 is a nice break from week 4. Coco was easy and the ending made me feel like a real rhythm gamer. Eggnog was also easy and the ending made me feel like an epicer rhythm gamer. Now I've talked a lot of trash about how Lemons ban songs and how they're too easy, but I actually died on Winter Horrorland. I don't even know how that's possible since there aren't even any doubles in this song. And even when I did beat Lemon Man, I still came really close to dying. Next is week 6, and the circle skin is just way better than the pixel style. The circles are much smaller, making everything feel less cramped. That's all they need to do for the original skin, right? Anyways, Senpai. Senpai was easy, and this section made me feel like a rhythm gamer god. Roses was exceptionally hard because of the drop. Like, what is that? And the section before the drop is also difficult, and I wasn't able to beat Roses by button mashing. So I came up with a new strategy. You would use both hands for one character when the drop happens. have to be really quick on your hands or you will almost die like I did right here. 7, which actually isn't included in Cane Engine, so I had to code week 7 in myself. Please subscribe, I put a lot of work into this video. Now, I thought this song was going to be a lot harder, but I beat it first try. A lot of the patterns just seem like they were built for one hand. Like this pattern, all you have to do is like roll your hands. It feels too smooth. Now guns, the patterns were not built for one hand. It was hard as hell. But I have gone through 6 weeks and I picked up some strategies while beating them. So with the combination of button mashing and using both hands for one character, I was able to beat guns. I actually button mashed so hard that I accidentally paused the game. I wish I was able to do the ascend part with one hand to become a true rhythm gamer, but we still have one song left. Stress was probably the most difficult song out of the whole game. The amount of times both characters sing, like what are you trying to do, have a rap battle or something? You gotta understand, my hands were shaking, they were cold, they were tired since I did so many attempts for guns where I just button mashed. Anyways, with all that, I was still able to beat Stress with button mashing and using both hands on one character. So, enjoy. I just beat Friday Night Funkin' but playing on both sides. If you want to try this mod yourself, there will be a link in the description, and subscribe to Mr. Sir.